If you're looking for the cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure to use code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. Now what I like to do is come back to like the meta defensive plays like once a month, just to refresh you guys on the setups. People that are new to Madden or new to the channel and haven't seen those videos, these are for you right here. So make sure you guys drop a like. New schemes are about to drop in Madden 23 from the members area, so stay tuned for those. You can check out acemadden.com. Link is in the description. Use code WOLF for a discount, so you don't have to pay what everybody else is paying, since me and Ace are cool. You know what I mean? He gives us the discount. So make sure you check that out. We have Wild Trail Week, tight offset, tight end. The full $3.2, which is the play we're going to talk about today. But the whole scheme is in the members area, as well as the 4-6 defense. So if I were you, I would take advantage. We're going to be in the Kansas City Chiefs defensive playbook. We're going to be in $3.2. Now, a lot of people are turning away from spinner. I guess I haven't really seen it a lot. However, the man defense in itself is one of the best plays in the game. Let me show you what I mean. Right here, all we're going to do is we're going to take our linebackers and put safeties in those positions. So right here, we'll go ahead and put, we got Banjo, or we have Washington. Go ahead and just put Washington in this position. And name of the play, man. And you can turn play call off if you want. That way you have your blitzer on the same side every single time, so you'll know what to expect every single time. The name of the play we're going to call right now is the cover 2 man linebacker blitz. Now, we'll just do PA shot crossers just to show you guys. Now, in a cover 2 man situation, since you have deep halves on the field, that means that these players should play underneath and inside as far as the default coverage. Let's just see what happens if we snap the ball. Let the AI snap the ball and see where he goes from here. We'll let the gauges and block. You'll see that we're underneath and inside those routes. Exactly what we're supposed to be doing as far as the default coverage goes in this game. So let me show you guys in instant replay so you guys can understand the shading behind man defense if you don't know it already. So underneath, inside, these guys will play. This guy's kind of outside, but he's trying to stay underneath the route. You'll see that they're behind the receivers. This guy's outside, underneath and inside. So this guy's playing it properly. This guy's underneath because he knows he has deep help. Now, why are you playing underneath? Why are these guys playing underneath as far as defense? Is because they know they have help over the top and they can try to cut off underneath route. It's just when they start running streaks like this or deeper post is when they start getting cooked over the top. So to understand that in man defense is crucial. Now, obviously, we have that, right? That's the stock setup of man defense underneath in a cover 2 man situation. However, you can change it on the fly with your adjustments. So what I like to do is I will press wire triangle left stick down, and then I will shade underneath again. Wire triangle right stick down for underneath. And then let's just see how he plays on this one. A little bit tighter with the press. As you can see right there, he actually had his tight end still, but that's the AI. They're going to dot you up regardless if someone's immediately open. But coming into instant replay with just a press slows these receivers down tremendously, okay? And then we stay underneath their routes if they're trying to go underneath. Now, these are actually deeper routes because remember, this is PA, right? Because they're deeper routes. They're not underneath. They're not drags, right? They're not those small in routes. They're deeper routes. Now, what I like to do as well is I will press and then I'll shade over the top, wire triangle, right stick for over the top. What that's going to do, it's going to force your defensive backs to play above the routes. Now, if we look at it this way, we should see a difference in the coverage. Instead of them being underneath, they're going to be over the top now, and that's how you slow down a lot of this stuff that's happening down the field. So if we come back to instant replay, I think it's important that you guys see the importance of shading. Now with over the top shading, right, we have this. Now, what does this mean? If I'm shading over the top and not even these streaks can stop me, well, what do I do? How do I stop the underneath stuff? Well, that's where pressing shading over the top and then utilizing your deep pass into something else. So whatever you want to set, you can set zone drops to about 15, 20. Put this guy on a curl flat. You can put this guy on a curl flat, or you can shade down, shade up, have one side on a cloud and one on a curl flat. So if you want to set like your cloud flat, because tight ends in these trips formations like to go on drags or corner routes, depending on what they're running, you can have this kind of setup and using this guy, right? And we can press shade over the top. And then if you know it's a pass, you can actually pass commit. So you'll see right here, the difference in what's going on with the safeties is they're playing coverage now to the sides of the line. You could cover like corner routes and stuff like that. Now we can just come over here. Well, he actually agged us, but that's just the name of Madden. It is what it is. But that could have been a pick potentially. However, you guys know how bad ags are in this year's Madden. Now, another thing that I like to do with this defense is a lot of people understand this, is that if I run cover 2-man blitz and my man, right, my homie, my opponent is coming out in inside zone, bro, do they even have an inside zone? Come on, baby, we need an inside zone. Holy crap, bro, we need to find an inside zone. There's an inside zone split. I get right here, gun bunch, Y flex, inside zone. What I like to do is I'll bring these safeties down, shade over the top, and put both these guys in spies, okay? And then when he snaps the ball, one of the most important things you can do is click the right stick in, okay? This is gonna engage people right down into the line ASAP. So just to show you guys what I mean, in instant replay, you'll see when he snaps the ball, these guys are already engaging, and I'm trying to engage everybody else and create insta block sheds by clicking the right stick in. I don't know why it's like that, but you'll see as I click the right stick in, we get an auto shed on one side right here. You see what I'm saying? It's like an auto shed by clicking the right stick in. It's been a little tip of the tactic we've been using for a few Maddens already. And if I do this and I bring the safeties down and I don't put them in spies, these guys will backpedal. So if he tries to run it inside zone, chances are he's gonna get yards because you don't have safeties and spies. So if it's like 3rd and 2, or he's going for it on 4th and 1, bro, you bring these safeties down. Now, are you always gonna stop them? No, you can even try to pinch the D-line and crash them down for inside zone and force them to the outside, which I like to do a lot, is I'll force them outside and then have the spies out here putting in work for me as far as the safeties go, okay? Now, another thing I like to do is I'll keep the underneath route. However, some people like to throw a deep post over the middle of the field, which will split the deep halves. So what I like to do is I'll take like Baker and put him on an inside 3rd. So Y, A, or X, left stick to the left, put him on an inside 3rd, right? And all that means now is that he cannot throw that deep post over the middle of the field. So people that are running like PA post shot or even crossers where the outside guy goes on the deep post, you'll have that coverage right there in the backfield. Other things that you can do, you can run vertical hooks and stuff like that. But what you really need to concentrate on is, like, let's just say we pick jet pull shallow, okay? So say your opponent is running this and you're running press and underneath. And if you see this situation right here, you see how the running back is being manned up across. What I like to do is just man up the guy that I'm using, and then I'll user the opposite guy. All right, so it's kind of ideal to have a safety in those positions. Now, what we want to do, and this is what you guys need to understand, is as we run this play with shading underneath, right, and then we pass him if we think it's a pass, we want to look at this formation and remember the personnel and what's on the field, because typically that's what's going to happen every single time. Right here, boom. Watch this route right here. You want to make sure your user is there. I don't know why he threw that. Was a Stevie if I've ever seen one. So with your user, okay, remember that your user is one of the most important things, because there is going to be someone on your team when you're doing underneath coverage that someone's going to get cooked like on an in route. So these sort of in routes right here you're seeing coming from the right side of the field, see how everybody gets tangled up in this bunch of Y flex? This guy comes on the cross. This guy's got the step on me. This guy's about to get the step on me. This is where your user comes into play, and you're gonna have to make a play on the ball regardless of the situation. Now, you can slow a lot of this down. So like this jet right here, show you guys how to do the proper adjustments. One thing that you can do, right, is you shade down, shade over the top, put this guy on a yellow, put this guy on a spy, and then user Washington. So now this is the coverage that we can use. Put this guy on inside 3rd. So now we just made a cover 1 out of it. We're gonna shade over the top like it is a cover 1. And let's just see what he gets away with right here. And remember that it's all about the adjustments. Again, he wants to throw it to the same guy. Let's go to instant replay so you guys can see like just the adjustment side of what we're doing. And there's just, like I said, there's a bunch of different things. So you see we put the yellow out here. And if we set these yellows to like 5, or I mean 10, he'll drop lower. He'll come down to where this guy's supposed to be. And then we have the spy to slow down this guy too. So right here, this guy's just gonna run into traffic, okay? So right here, my user could have actually went somewhere else, maybe to this guy up here. Well, actually, no, the yellow's there. We're actually good. This was pretty good adjustments. He really had nowhere else to go besides waiting for this route to develop, which my user should have just stuck with him, this guy. You know what I mean? So we had everything pretty much covered on the field, minus this guy, but he still chose to throw this route to, you know what I mean, take a chance on a pick. Anyway, just showing you guys basics of man defense, man. Run it how you want. Know the situation, know what your opponent's trying to run, and try to counter it with that defense. And like I said, there's other defense. You want the full scheme breakdown. It's in the members area, son. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Love you guys, man. Peace.